Hi everyone. So I made this purse card, which I found on Cricut for free. And I'm going to show you the stages I made, the stages of my version. But this is my example. This template was posted, I don't know, and probably made by Diane Mason. Here it shows. There, as you can see, all the different things there. All right. And then this is the reference design to follow, and the reference design. Now, it is recommended to do this with Cricut cardstock paper, which I did when I first made this purse card, but I wanted to, update it and make it for a friend, so I did use some vinyl where the like little details are. I decided to change those to vinyl. And yes, both versions, if you do it in paper or you do it in vinyl, it takes quite some time to take the little pieces out. But when you do it with vinyl, you can take the little pieces out and repurpose them on something else. So I'll show you what I repurposed them to in one of the following photos. So this is what the example looks like that I was referencing. And that's my cat with some ribbon. Okay, and now here is what I used. So, I took little pieces out. This is not all of them, but this is just the start of it. And I used them to decorate the back of this notebook, this Christmas notebook here. And then I added more, as you can see. This was the old one I had made. Now, I didn't add gems to the new one, but this was the old one. And now this is what that notebook looks like. And that's me after I got my hair done. And then I tried putting it on this new notebook because the blue didn't show up on the blue notebook I had. The blue vinyl it blended too much in with the background color for the notebook. So I tried it on this one, and then I'm like, I don't know if I like that. So here's the leftover pieces, which I will customize a different notebook with on a later date. And then this is what it looks like as I put all the pieces together. So as you can see, that belt piece of the fabric, or for the card, it was in vinyl, and this part was in vinyl. So I went and had to do a lot of peeling. So I missed a spot over here, but I did fix that in the end result. And everything. So you can, if you look closely, you might be able to see where it's cut. But yeah, that took a long time. All right, and then this is the back of it. Before I added the piece I was just working on. All right, and then this is the inside of the card. Now, it's a little different than the results, but than the end results, because I may have messed up a teensy bit. But I made it work anyway. But I made the mess up work. I know it looks a little different than what you saw at the beginning, but I made it work. So, here's this. Now, I know I put this, I don't know. I feel like I put that in the wrong spot, but I made it work, okay? I made it work. Despite the mess up. All right. Next, we have this photo here of it together. Well, kind of. So, don't know if I had glued on yet this piece here, but the blue piece. But I think that was just like me seeing what it would look like, kind of thing. And then once I put the backing on that and put it on the card itself, right? So I put that down there first. And then, or no, sorry, I put a slightly, so I did the purple back, which was cardstock. And then I did a lighter pink went over top of it, and then the blue went over top of that, and I actually do like the color combination. I lucked out that actually looked decent. Sometimes that doesn't always work out. All right, now we have this photo, a little better photo of it, and I'm still peeling off pieces on this side here for the next one. All right, and then this one. Now, the rectangular piece, it came with a little thing that was supposed to be like a pocket, but I forgot that that's what that was for. So I made my own pocket and then realized, oh crap. Yeah, there was definitely something I was supposed to glue this onto something else. Whoopsie. All right, so for the rectangle part there is a little different than what the design recommended you do. All right. And then here, and then this is the blue from that you saw earlier, that same blue paper just left over, and I use that to for the background there, which had I re-looked at the instructions, I wouldn't have needed to do that with the blue piece, but whatever, it worked out. There, and so what this looks like. Now, where am I? Here. This piece over here, because I accidentally put extra pressure on the vinyl and forgot to change it from cardstock to vinyl. Some of the vinyl, like, it like cut like right through the backing of the vinyl, so I just kind of put it on like this before I added the backdrop of it, kind of thing. All right. And then I had to, then this piece here that I was just showing you, the little, what do I call that? The part that will fold over of the envelope there, that's where that sticky piece I was just showing you will go on later. All right. Then I folded it on the scoring lines. And then, as you can see, it's been applied on top of there. I actually looked out with the color choices. Whew. And then this is what it looks like all together, with that little bump being in there. Now, this here is about the size of a gift card. It probably has enough room, like distance, or, you know, it's the size of a gift card, is essentially what I'm saying. So, that's the size of this little envelope here, in reality. And this is what it looks like together. I still have more to work on at this point. That's back and front there. And then I apply that there. And this is before I added some stuff. Like, I still have this to do here. And these are the leftover pieces that I've been putting all those over here. Yeah, that one ran out of space, so I had to. And this is the end result of that one there. I still have more space for vinyl stickers on the notebook, but my only color was the blue, which wouldn't fit, or which wouldn't show. Alright, and so this is what it looks like. Like that. Like that. Another photo. Just photos of it out here. And then this is one of the pieces that I still have yet to work on and apply to the, I still have yet to apply this to another piece. And then I applied it. So this is what it looks like. It's really cool to see that. Okay. All right. I gotta pause and find the next photo. All right. next is a video that I made last night when I'm making this recording. So when I did this, I realized because part of this buckle I made vinyl, I actually went over with like the sandy Mod Podge or sandy gesso thing, and then put the paper on top. But now the paper on top is kind of gesso-y, so I found some vinyl of the same color, so I have 5 chances to make it work, to make this circle work, because I made myself 5 circles to try and get matched up like this. Now, I left my phone tripod upstairs. I don't feel like grabbing it, so this is, I'll update you on the process as I go. But this is a card. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Thought it was a really cool card, and my friend graduated like a university online type thing, and she wanted a graduation card, so I thought this would be a really cool one. The graduation cards on there, the cool ones are cost money, so that's why I thought this one. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I was referring to the graduation cards on the Cricut app itself. Would be a good option. And it's supposed to look like a little purse, so. And she is a fashionista, so. I think it would be the perfect card for her. If I had both hands, I'm holding my phone with one, I would put that up better. Alright. So, hopefully with the vinyl, it'll make this a little more sturdier too, so it doesn't rip. Because it's just an extra piece over here, so if I sturdy it up with some vinyl, hopefully that'll make it a little better and not as rippable. So, yeah. And also, I did kind of put some gesso on here just to be safe in case I had anything else I wanted to glue there, and everything, like paper-wise, so, yeah. The gesso gave enough tooth for the glossy matte, I think. Yeah, so this vinyl here in the middle is the same as the one over here. And this has gesso and this doesn't. So this gave it some tooth to grab onto the paper there. So I'll get back to you when I've applied the circle and tried to get it as matched up as I can. So wish me luck on that. So it was either apply gesso or sand down the vinyl. So I went with gesso. But gesso does take quite some time to dry. It's recommended that you wait 24 hours for it to dry, so that's the only downside. Sanding, you don't have to wait for it to dry. One circle has been applied, but because it's a little still a little bit thin, flimsy, you know, I'm going to, because I have 4 other circles in this vinyl sheet here, I'm going to put multiple layers and hopefully it'll sturdy it up a bit. Alright. Feel like if I had filmed this, it would be too much pressure and I would have messed up. So, yeah, okay. So, I'll get back to you when I've added the rest of the layers and I'll tell you how many I've added. One circle has been applied, but because it's a little still a little. Alright. So I have now applied all the ones I had cut out from the Cricut. So it made it a little thicker, but it's still not wanting to stay down. So, I mean, we don't want it to be too stuck there. Let's see if I just put it this way. Okay. Can you work with me, please? It still wants to move. And the way it's supposed to be is this way, so. Alright. Stay. Alright. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal because you want to be able to still open it. But, like, it's not wanting to stick. So that's the cardstock or the Cricut cardstock paper, like the Cricut cardstock paper, and then 5 circles here of vinyl on top to ensure it stayed in place. Alright. Now, the last one I made had a little more bling on it, and this was my first attempt at this kind of purse design. And after I did it, I was like, hey, if I have enough vinyl, I should do this with vinyl, because the last time I applied the glue, I applied double-sided tape, and it's still sticky in spots. So, yeah, I should not have used double-sided tape. That was my first issue. I should have just used regular, like, school glue to apply it. That was my big issue with the first one, is that I tried to complete it with double-sided tape. And there are spaces, so the double-sided tape shows through the spaces in between the little, like, parts the little pieces I had to take off. Alright, so this is the new one. Let's put that off to the side. This was my first attempt at this purse card. So, and this is with cardstock, which is what they recommended. And then I used, like, stick-on beads that I got from Walmart to put on the little corners here. So, this one. Now, yes, I could have just given the friend this one, but it is a little bit ripped. Yeah, it has ripped. So, I wanted to get her a new one that was a little better. Alright. And then this. And this is like a little card holder, like a gift card. It's about the size for a gift card type. That's the dimensions for that one. Okay. And also the little pocket that this piece is supposed to go in is ripped. Okay. Work with me, please. Okay. And I have to fix the glue on the new one on this piece of the card, because, like, one side doesn't want to stay together. And then this one, and this one. So I did that off screen where I did fix it. So I put, like, I just used white school glue and then stuck it together, and then put, like, actually have my create your own book, create your own book from Mariah Elizabeth. It's sitting on top of it while I have, like, a tumbler that has, like, chocolates in it, tumbler cup, and a container of what's it called, nail polish remover that has, like, a pump to it. I have both of those on top of the book, so it just weighs it down and it sticks to where it's supposed to be sticking, kind of thing, on the new one for that adjustment. Came with a card when I did it. The one I just did not have a card with it. So, also this one I, like, probably shouldn't have used patterned designs, like patterned cardstock paper, and I did, because that's all I had, really. Like, I had the cardstock that came with the Cricut machine, and it basically had, like, brown, black, and maybe white. So, and a tan or something, like, very bland colors in my opinion. So I ended up using, like, a dollar store construction paper that's supposed to be for scrapbooking for the original here, and it was, like, too many patterns. Oh my goodness, it was very pattern heavy, a little too many patterns. And then we put it together like so. That was the old one. And the envelope came with the Cricut design that I had there. Mm-hmm. And that's how I made the other one. But that was just a reference, so. And then I tried using washi tape to see where the middle was, and that clearly was very off-center. So I'm glad I made that mistake with the one I'm not actually giving away, ahead of time. This is the new one. I think major improvements were made. Alright. Just a reminder. Open it. Like that. Now, I forgot there was a pocket that this piece was supposed to be glued on top of. Also, it's glued on top of a vinyl piece, so I just ended up using excess vinyl pieces to glue it down and ignored the little pocket that I was supposed to glue this front piece to. And then this is the same here. I have to re-glue that part. And then I put some cards in. I actually re-glued both sides of that when I went to go re-glue it off screen. I actually re-glued both of the sides there of the little card holder here for writing on later. And I definitely think the updated version is way better, and I definitely recommend using vinyl for the pieces I did. So like for this piece, for this back piece, for the front belt piece, the belt thing, this inside piece is vinyl. And then this one you probably shouldn't use vinyl for, but it was on the same set as, on the same page as the other pink vinyl I had, so I just went with it. This was vinyl. The pink on the inside there is vinyl. The blue is just cardstock paper from Cricut. And again, same thing over here. Now, it takes quite a while to get the little pieces out. Not gonna lie, it's a little tedious, but I think that's the right word. At least you have some, like, at least when it's vinyl, you can take the pieces off whatever time you want. When it's paper, you gotta take those pieces off before you put the next piece in, because you need that mat. You might need that mat, right? So with the vinyl, it's right. Like, unless you have like a business where you use the Cricut, then maybe you'll have like a bunch of mats that you can use. But just for the average person who has this, just for like fun arts and crafts every so often, we often don't have an endless amount of mats that you can just leave the thing on until you're ready to take everything off, till all the little pieces off. So yeah, that takes a while. Takes definitely a long time. There, you just take the mat off and or the vinyl sheet off, and you can attend to it later. And then I'll use the scrap pieces that came with this, like customized notebook covers, which is really fun. And I might customize the cover of this with the excess pieces. I'm not entirely sure yet. So I don't know when you'll end up seeing this, but I filmed this in like February, so my hands are pretty dry because of the weather. Ugh, I don't like dry weather. Oh man. Yeah, and I have a trip coming up, so I don't think I'm gonna finish this before the trip. But that's where this purse card is at currently. Now, I might apply these circles to like the four corners in the middle of this card so that I can put the purse. I actually changed my mind, and I actually put it on the four corners on the outside, and I might use the fifth circle to kind of tape it down once I put the card in there, like to tape down the envelope. And then I'll put this envelope into a shipping envelope so that I can put all the information on that one. And then this way it doesn't get ruined. So if I just put it on like a shipping envelope, the lines will already be there, and all I have to do is fill it in. That way I don't ruin the card itself, on travels. So yeah, it's a little more shipping and paying, but it's a little bit more you gotta pay for the envelope, but whatever. I don't want to ruin my card that I worked hard on for my friend. Name, and then I have 5 circles here, so I'll figure out what to do with the 5th circle. And I also, one sec, let's see. So you saw my garbage. It's at that point where it's like, if I kept the bag into the can, if I kept the garbage bag in the can, it would be overflowing, but the bag is not full yet. So I took it out and I've been using it that way. So, alright. I also have the scraps on here. Scraps on here. Scraps on here that I can reapply to the card if I wanted to in a fancy way. So, I could do that as well. So, yeah. I have a lot of options. That is if the dark blue works on the red. Like, I don't know if it's going to blend in too much. Like, might be too dark of a blue on too dark of a red type of thing. I am not entirely sure yet. And everything. I also tried putting the gesso, the clear gesso on this dollar store, like, it's supposed to be a drawer liner, but it's basically dollar store vinyl, and so I put it on here so that it would make the page a little thicker, so it could handle different materials other than just pencil crayons and everything. And so I also put gesso on this without any vinyl on it, just to see the difference. So I'll check that out on a later date and test it to see if it works. And this is a dollar store vinyl piece also, and I also covered this one with gesso just to see the difference and everything. So that is an update on my card and everything. And this is, see, like, this was, I feel like in a lot of ways using the vinyl to do this card saved me some time, and it didn't. But, like, either way, it did and it didn't. So, I mean, that process of taking all the pieces out is going to take long no matter what way you do it. But you're not spending time trying to pick it off of the sticky mat like you would if you were choosing to use paper. You're taking little pieces off of the thing, right? Either way, you have to take little pieces off of something. And I feel like it's easier to do that when you have it on a vinyl piece to start off with. So, definitely recommend, if you're going to do this design, you use vinyl for those pieces that I recommended. But anyway, that is where this card is at this moment. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I will update you as I complete the card, but this is where it's at currently. Now that I look at it, my garbage bag should probably go out. Okay, that's slightly embarrassing, but, I mean, it's real, Yeah, I probably should throw that out momentarily after I make this video. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I'm very proud of it. So, thank you for watching. So, I have now applied So, that is it for the videos of this end result. Okay, I was just looking, the next photo is, I took screenshots of the Infinity pencil, because I was looking at it. I'd like to try it out. Not that I would need it very much, but, like, I would like to try out the Infinity pencil. Or Everlasting pencil, Forever pencil. Same difference. So, anyway, that was the next photo there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will update you as I finish it. But that is most of it's almost complete. Like, there's only, like, a couple, like, finishing touches that I have left to do, so I'll update you when that happens, but, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoy. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Also, tell me, do you think this is a good idea to use vinyl, or if I should have just left it as is and everything? Because, in my opinion, and I'm biased, I think vinyl is the better way to go here. So if you like the idea, you can comment that too. I'd like to hear it. If you like this idea. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.